Uber fare!
Unfair!
Uber fare!
Unfair!
Uber fare!
Unfair!
Uber fare!
Unfair!
Drivers in Australia are staging their protests at major airports. They are speaking out for wanting higher pay. It's an issue that has come to the forefront of society since the advent of the odd job economy. In 2023, more than 150,000 Australian gig economy workers protested to Uber officials that they wanted the same minimum pay rates and benefits as employees. Many of these gig economy workers think that their current income is not enough to maintain their daily lives, especially with the rising prices in Australia. They find that earning a paycheck through gig jobs such as delivering food and picking up passengers is too little, and it costs them no less. This also results in them earning less than the minimum wage after company levies and government taxes. According to Uber's official website, Uber drivers can earn money in several ways. The standard fare includes a base fare and a fee based on the duration of the trip and the distance traveled, which varies from city to city. Drivers may also receive a tip, which is a voluntary additional payment made by the passenger based on satisfaction with the service, usually as a reward for good service. If a passenger cancels a trip, the driver usually receives a cancellation fee. During high-demand periods, drivers can earn more through surge pricing. Surge pricing is usually in effect at specific locations and times, and drivers can take advantage of additional earning opportunities by using heat maps in the Uber app to see which areas are in high demand. Drivers can also earn additional revenue by providing additional services, such as picking up more passengers in a pool, earning additional revenue while waiting for passengers, or meeting minimum fare requirements for short trips. The combination of earning types allows drivers to maximize their revenue by having the flexibility to adjust their work style based on the specifics of their trip, passenger interactions, and the needs of the area in which they are located. Uber drivers are recognized as independent contractors, which means they are responsible for a few key costs. First, Uber applies a service fee of 25% to each fare earned by drivers. This fee is intended to cover the operational costs of the Uber platform, including app development and customer support. In addition to this service fee, drivers are responsible for a range of vehicle-related expenses, including fuel costs, insurance, regular maintenance, tire replacements, and any other necessary upkeep. Furthermore, Uber drivers are required to report their earnings and pay taxes in accordance with the regulations set by the Australian Tax Office. Any income earned by Uber drivers must be declared on their tax return, even if their earnings are below the $75,000 goods and services tax threshold. They are still required to register for GST. All of these fees and costs affect an Uber driver's net income, so it's important for drivers to consider these deductions when assessing their earnings. Uber Game is an interactive online game launched by the Financial Times in 2017 in which players take on the role of an Uber driver and make decisions regarding working hours, work locations, interactions with passengers, personal life and social entertainment, and their decisions will directly impact their income in the game. Additionally, the game is based on real-life anecdotes and stories collected by journalists, so the decision-making scenarios simulated in the game may reflect the difficult choices Uber drivers face in real life to make ends meet. 2 members of our group went through an Uber game to show the impact of different decisions on income. The amount of income is caused by several factors, starting with the number of hours worked. The longer the hours worked, the higher the income usually is, and Uber drivers usually earn in proportion to the number of orders they take and the hours they work. The second is the difference in demand in the area where they are located. Busy areas and city centers usually have a higher volume of orders and higher demand, and drivers can earn more. So choosing the right hours and area can help drivers better increase their income. The decisions in the Uber game are not just about business choices, but also about how to balance work and personal life. These decisions reflect the fact that in the modern sharing economy, the boundaries between work and life have become blurred, and drivers' income, personal time, and quality of life are all affected by their work schedules. As can be seen from the results, there is a huge disparity in their incomes over the course of a week, with one earning and the other earning only, reflecting the fluctuating and volatile nature of Uber drivers' incomes. Through these choices, the player gets a sense of the challenges and instability associated with flexible working practices in the modern platform economy. Decisions involve not only weighing up financial benefits, but also balancing personal life, health, and relationships. We have selected $100 and $1,000 items based on current Australian prices, which gives a more visual representation of the gap in Uber driver income.